when we're talking about the yin and the yang parts of the body, normally we think, the yin parts are the deep parts and so forth. We can also think the joints are like the yang parts. The joints are more exposed and therefore available for interaction with the outer world than the parts of the body in between the joints. So the parts of the body in between the joints are more the vibrational waving parts. They carry the wave. The joints are more for anchoring, and any anchor needs to project its forces out through as many angles as possible. Hence, joints are also movable angularly. So when it comes to the relationships of these different parts of our body with the outside world, the yin parts are the vibrational sensitive parts. They relate to space, to presence energy. They drop very comfortably into space. They relate to the spaces around them. The joints, if you think of joints, they are more relatable to solid objects they can ground into. And because they are usually fairly spherical, they can actually have grounding points on them. Grounding points are particularly of use because they can express very tight beams, very intense, powerful, penetrating beams from points of contact made with the external world, which the sphere shape allows for. Now, the joints also can ground with more surface area, for sure. They can ground with more surface area, but if you want a really intense structural line through the body, you always pick a point of surface contact, or you can go for a point inside the joint, because the interaction with the outside world will always feed forces deeply into the joint. In systemic, they call it the point of tension. Just find a point that fits the purpose for converging energies to come together and lock in to that point. And you can move that point around till you find a really good arrangement of converging forces to come in and lock into. So there we go, the two types of body parts, the yin and the yang, and how they interact with the outer world and the effects that they produce. So the only thing we didn't mention is that the yin parts, in relating to energies and spaces, they are the wave. They carry the wave and the spirit. They carry the emotion. They carry the wave of life. And they do it only by having grounding points, by being given structure that they can ground into. So here is the yin and the yang playing out through the body parts.